Hey guys, RockingTheBlade here. Once again, what's up everybody? I just saw the newest Michael Bay film, which is 13 Hours, which is also based on a true story, like Painting Game. The Painting Game movie with Mark Wahlberg and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The cool thing about both these movies, while Painting Game and 13 Hours, that they really, Michael Bay shows that he could do, actors that are human actors as well, because he's so busy doing Transformer movies, which most of them are pretty good. Which in fact he's just going to confirm to do the fifth one. So if you're excited or not excited, leave your comments below what you think about that. But that's not what we're here. We're here to review the based on a true story action movie 13 Hours, which he directed. And how did it do? Surprisingly, people saying was giving it kind of like a hey, it's Michael Bay, it's gonna be whatever, but it was a really good movie. A damn good movie. I'm not gonna lie. It was surprisingly a really good movie. So basically, the premise of it is that these soldiers these soldiers, there's a soldier, like a secret soldier base, and then there's an embassy not too far away, and then this government official there from the U.S., in that Benghazi area, and Benghazi had an evil dictator. I forget his name, but when he was a dictator of Benghazi. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Long story short, the people killed him because he was an evil dude, and he deserved what happened to him. So the Americans saw this opportunity to maybe bring peace, help the country get into democracy. But unfortunately, the terrorists or anti-American people didn't want that. So they went to decided one day to attack the government officials' area, where 6 brave men decided to do something about it. Go save that person, which I'm not sure they do or not. Which that's for you to figure out the movie, which I won't spoil. Which you guys can find out, and then they have to go back, bring it back to the base, and wait 13 hours until backup arrives because they're constantly under attack by the enemy until some kind of form of backup comes. So that's the basic premise of the movie: surviving 13 hours. So it's like a like a horde mode, but in real life. You know what I'm saying? Constant wave of monsters or people. Except it's not a game. This is real fucking life. That was funny. They were playing Call of Duty on the movie, which I thought that was kind of funny. And they're watching Tropic Thunder. But they show the scene. I'm disguised as a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. It was just that scene. It was just, there's another movie you guys gotta see besides this movie, Tropic Thunder, comedy war classic. But that's not why we're here. So 13 Hours has great human actors. You care for these people. You show what they're fighting for. You see them interacting with their wife, their kids, their moms, their dads. It's just showing why they're doing what they're doing, and I hate kind of being there. But for some people, they want to be there, to fight for their country. Some they have no choice because they need to pay the bills. But they're doing it for their families. So that way, people, instead of families can go to a place like McDonald's, Disneyland, and all that stuff without worrying about being blown up or attacked by the enemy. Speaking of which, they show the kids and the people's environment living in that area, and it's not to lie, it's really depressing. It's really depressing. I hate to be a kid living in that environment. You see, there's one scene where these radical groups telling people to get out of the car. You see this kid running and crying in fear. I can only imagine living in an environment like that. Lord knows what's going to, that kind of stuff can scar a kid for life. You know what I mean? It's not a fun environment to want to go to. That's for sure. Oh, Jesus. So what else? And they're really scary too. In fact, during that same scene, they wanted to confront the main characters. They wanted to get out of the car, and the guy did a cool bluff, which I won't spoil, but he did an amazing bluff. It made him think twice to mess with them. And after that, it was like, welcome to Benghazi. Geez, what a way to be welcomed by the country. Getting jacked by their car, or worse, getting killed because they're Americans. It's insane. So yeah, it's just, you care about these characters, what they're fighting for. I tell you what they're fighting for, the wife, kids, family, moms, dads, uncles, grandmothers, cousins, you name it. And it's you really feel for these characters, and I'm constantly on the edge to see I'm constantly on the edge of my seat wondering what's going to happen next. So how's the action? Action, phenomenal. Of course, when it comes to the action, Michael Bay is one of the best. You know, some will argue it's just mindless violence, or mindless action, but it was still fun. He knows how to direct explosion action, in my opinion. It was fun to watch. It was great. So it was a great action movie, and it was a great action. The action was great. It was an action movie, but it had action in it. But I mean, the action was fantastic, really gorgeous. There's one scene where this machine gunner was just shooting all around, and you see a guy just get like half his body like split in half. That was like yeesh. It does earn the rated R, but by the way, this movie's rated R, in case you're wondering. So yeah, you see the headshots. You see headshots and blood galore and whatnot. So it's just like, ugh. It's just, like, again, if you're squeamish, don't see this movie, because there's one part where a soldier gets hit by a missile, and I'm not gonna spoil what happens next because it's pretty brutal when he emerges out. I'm not gonna spoil it, but you care for these characters, and you care for what happens to them. The action scenes were fantastic. It just shows you how these men, these 6 brave men that didn't have to do this, decided to put their lives on the line and defend, to save these people, you know, because it's the right thing to do. And I just commend them for people. I just commend those people, because not for none, for those of you who watch this who are military, I commend you guys, and I salute you. I mean, so much, because the stuff you guys do is phenomenal, and I can never do what you guys do. You guys are the true Captain Americas, the true Dukes and Snake Eyes and of G.I. Joe. You're the real guys. You're the guys that are real G.I. Joe, because what you guys do is nothing short of amazing, and the bravery and guts you guys have is, again, nothing short of amazing. And the same thing when they show in this movie, guts, glory, and just the will to live and survive. It's an intense movie. You gotta see. It's an intense movie, which you gotta see. It's a fantastic movie overall. Go see this movie, and it has great character development, great action, and also great because some people also, another thing I want to mention, people consider that Michael Bay always like showing sweeping shots and showing the environment in the area. There's some good moments. There's some moments where she shows the areas of the city, like to show how gritty and dark it could be, and how how intense it could be and stuff. To really give you an idea of how, they give like good wide shot of the area to show you, the location they're at, to give you that dark green environment, to show you, how it's not really a fun place to live / even visit, for that matter, let alone live. So there's a lot of good shots of that. And also there's some funny shots. Also, guy mentions how people there's a shooting outside. People when the door opens, just watching soccer while they're shooting outside. I mean, it's gotten so bad. It's so bad over there that the people are just so used to, like, they have their doors open, they're shooting. Then they're shooting again. Well, just keep watching my soccer game. It's like, I mean, it's kind of like, wow. When you get to that point where, like, you don't give a shit. You have your door wide open, watching a soccer game while people shooting themselves, ducking for cover, like any other person would. They're just like watching TV, you're going on the business like it's a normal day, and that's not a way to live. And Michael Bay really shows that the intensity of just being in a place like that, and why these terrorists are like, what they're doing is so wrong, and just. And even though I'm trying to glamorize all of his action pack, it does show some scenes, and it's been done before. It's been beaten to death. That war is hell, but it does show it. And yes, war is hell. And I mean, I do glamorize how. I mean, I'm not trying to glamorize some of the action. The action is cool, but again, war is hell, and no one should go through that kind of stuff. But overall, my point being, it's a great movie. You'll immerse yourself in it. You got some funny moments too. It has some funny moments. Great action, great environment, just overall great Michael Bay film. Probably one of his best human films since Pain and Gain. If you like Pain and Gain, in terms of acting and character development, then you'll love 13 Hours. Overall, it's a great must-watch movie to definitely see for sure. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, man. I'm putting more Let's Play videos of Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Please also make sure to check those out. Please also make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. This is RockingTheBlade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon.